Imogen had always been a happy-go-lucky child. It wasn't until she was in year 2 where we noticed there were some differences. She started to struggle with friendships, being able to process her own emotions. Because she wasn't hitting anybody and she wasn't needing help at school, she basically got lost in the system. I'm neurodiverse myself, so I understand completely the struggles that Imogen has. Her mental health was going down a lot. It took about 3 years before she was diagnosed with autism and ADHD. So in the end we had to homeschool her and we tried building her up ready to start secondary school. It started off well and she'd made a group of friends, but then she started to stop talking again to us and she started hearing voices in her head. There was cyberbullying going on and she'd lost all her friends. She'd been physically assaulted by students to the point we were on suicide watch, which was really hard. So again, we had to make the decision to homeschool her. That was a year ago, and that's when she got into cricket.
So on one side, Cumbria, the other side of the UK to Newcastle.
Her passion for cricket started when we went to the first 100 game.
We saw these tickets and I begged them to go.
We saw the women's match. And I think there was Maddie Villiers, Grace Gibbs, all came out.
One of the main things I really liked was Alice Capsey because she played brilliantly, so I really was inspired by her.
As we were going outside, going around to try and find some food, we actually saw Alice Capsey.
I ran up to her and I was like, "Excuse me, can I have a photo with you, please?" And I kept on looking at the photo I couldn't sleep because I was that happy about it.
And then that's what stemmed it. Imogen went, "Okay, I want to play cricket now." So we're a low-income family. Paying for memberships or weekly activities is really difficult for us. Super Ones was inclusive for all disabilities and it was free. We got to the KBC and then she met Matt and James and then that's where it all started.
I can remember the first time I met Imogen. She came in with her mum Steph and it was an absolute bag of nerves. We worked at it, chipped away at it, and 6-7 months later we were doing full-blown sessions with getting the bowling poles out.
It made me realise I'm more and I can just be myself.
It helped her regulate her emotions.
And if someone was struggling with their batting or bowling, before I'd have the chance to go over there, Imogen was on it straight away, helping them out.
The younger ones are actually looking up to her. I never imagined during the dark days that she would be able to help someone because she was so sunken into herself.
I finally found a hobby that was actually for me.
It was a different Imogen, but it made me feel so proud. Imogen, to be able to look up to the other females playing and just going, "I want to be that when I'm older," like Alice.
It's really cool to see women playing and they see me for who I am.
You can see her face light up and she's all starstruck, and sometimes she gets emotional when she's seen them because she doesn't know what to do.
It's nice for her to meet me, but it's also amazing for me to meet her, and it's really touching that I've been a part of that cricketing journey and getting her into the game, and just to see someone who I know has had challenges over her life, to see cricket kind of bringing that happiness to her and that confidence, it's amazing.
For the girls, I want to show them that they have the power to do what they want. They don't need to worry about what people think of them and they don't need to be judged. They can just think of what they want to do.
It seems now like every Tuesday, every Wednesday is mine and Imogen's time. We'll get the trains together, we'll have a good old chat and sometimes end up trying to make each other laugh. From the dark days up into where she is now, we're a lot closer.
If I didn't play cricket, I would probably be where I was a couple years ago.
Since being in Super Ones, we don't do suicide watch anymore. She doesn't hear voices anymore, and the best bit is that she has now decided she's ready to try and give school a go again.
It makes me feel a lot more hopeful about my future. I thought I wasn't going to really do well in life.
I thought I was just going to be the curious parent that would stand in the corner and just wait for the session to be over. I didn't think I would have got this heavily invested into Super Ones. Thanks to them, I've now got my coaching course.
I think Steph probably was the assistant coach for the best part of the year. Not just with Imogen, but if anyone else needed some support, Steph was there straight away. It wasn't just helping a little bit, it was actually a huge part of the success of that session.
When they see my mum, it can show girls that they can play cricket. They can see that, oh yeah, there is girls here and it's a female coach.
Even if there's just one person who looks at someone like Steph or Imogen and goes, actually, I can be them. They've inspired me to do it. Plain and simply, it's life-changing. If we don't have programmes like Super Ones, we don't change these lives.
I'm really proud of my mum. She's done so well with her coaching and she's done so much for me, and it's just